Hello, this is Shyla again with a rant and rave from my from my bed on this topic, immigration flaws. And what made me do this was because of the children that are dying supposedly by being in the camps that are awaiting return to their homeland or to be entered into the country. Well, I see the way I see the children are being brought over here, and they're considered coming illegally, and the parents are bringing the children, and the parents should be charged. I don't think the border um, people or any of their staff should get in trouble for the children um, as far as their health wise, because that's on the parent rather to bring their child illegally here. So therefore, it was a crime. So they need to pay with their time. Okay. And this story was, of course, done by the New York Times. And let's see, the immigration frauds I see, if they don't uh, do anything about this, the crime is going to weigh on us as the citizens, because how you're going to identify a person that commits a crime that's not registered with anything, you know, nothing here. It's going to affect the healthcare system because a lot of people are paying for healthcare for the regular U.S. citizens. Well, they're going to have to come out of their pocket even more money for the immigrants' um, care and food expenses such as food stamps. And then if they get Section 8 housing. So, and then not to mention they're going to have to pay more the border uh, patrol or the people who will help the immigrants get their needed things such as clothes, putting the children in school, and so forth. So that will become an immediate problem. Not to mention, it can also cause the American um, economy to collapse because with all this money being spent over there, if any other disasters happen here, they're not going to be able to address it all because after a while, everything is just going to fall apart. And as we know, a lot of all the work is being exported to China and all that. So China's going to own more of the U.S. land and stuff, you know, by not the United States not being able to pay them what's due them back. So, um, and that would be some causes too for the failure of our economy. Um, and also, let's see, they had a little girl, Graham or something, supposed to have a hearing on the child that had died from being supposedly she was supposed to I guess mistreated and wasn't able to eat or what have you. But like I say, it still results back to the parents. It is that parents' responsibility to keep that child safe. And Spanish or not or whatever, I'm not saying that they shouldn't let them come here, but they have to think about what's going to happen to the U.S. citizens because you know not all of them, but a lot of them are returning that are not, you know, they're not checking in if they've done a crime or was shipped back and they come in these large droves or whatever you call them, and just take over our economy. So I think they need to stop that, and everyone's going to think I'm maybe off for this next statement I'm going to make, but if they're going to have all these immigrants come here and they commit crimes and all that, don't ship them back to their country. I must add that, so like I say, some people are gonna get upset or say something about this. Put them on the organ donor list. Let someone that's that will become a productive citizen without all that crime and whatever, and start harvesting their organs. That's a lesson for the rest of them to, get their shit together, or go back to their country, or you know, donate a kidney, donate something to a person that hadn't had a chance because they were ill or on a transplant list that's been on there 5 years, and some of them are on there and they die and never get the transplant they need. And I think this should go on for the people that's on death row. They're living to die. Why leave them on death row? Give them their walking papers and start taking organs. I mean, that may sound crude, but the families that lost whatever, I'm talking about the people who, without a doubt, that they can prove, and all this evidence, it directly points to them. Not these people that are innocent, and that, I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the ones that they know they did. If they actually have an eyewitness that their eyes saw it, no he say whatever type stuff. You So that's one other thing. And then they need to stop to help with the economy. I think they should build the wall, though. If they're raising taxes and doing whatever, um, I mean, I don't see any harm in it. But right now, the American citizens are paying a lot of money. So if the immigrants are getting any type of money, funds, or something sent to their country, stop sending that money there for a couple of years and put it on help building that wall, since they want to let all those people leave their country. I mean, like, the ones that are seeking amnesty or whatever you call that, sure, they need to do the process too, but maybe they need to have a part of the land where they're trying to cross it, stop a section before they actually get to the border or cross over, and have a station where they have like some type of little community set up there at the uh, Mexico's or whoever expense to build the location, so they have a waiting area while they're waiting to enter the U.S. Maybe that might help some of the dying or the people that are getting hurt. It definitely will keep the criminals out if they do it right, the way I'm thinking it should work out. I mean, I can't be the only one that's coming up with some ideas that can be used. So I'd like to thank you for tuning in on this rant and rave for invasion of immigrants. Thank you. Until next time, um, see you again, or check my website for my next two T's. On Tuesday and Thursday, I'll be doing my rant and rave, either on Facebook or YouTube. And thanks again.